Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So it's been a few weeks since the Brooklyn Nets were swept in the 2022 NBA playoffs, and it is absolutely mind-blowing the amount of trade rumors I've already seen about this team, and I just really do not get it. I do not get that, for one, we only got to see 16 games with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant, and I fully do believe that if the past few, just obstacles that the league has had to come over the past few seasons didn't exist, that those three would still be playing together. They would have been a top seed in the Eastern Conference, and I think they would still be in the NBA playoffs. Now, at the same time, sometimes things just don't work out. Nobody knew how Kyrie was going to react when the vaccination mandate was put into play. Nobody knew how Kevin Durant was going to react when, the guy that he signed here with wasn't playing every single game. Nobody knew how James Harden was going to react when he essentially forced a trade to the Brooklyn Nets, only to find out that, well, the team was kind of dysfunctional. Nobody knew how to react to when they traded for Ben Simmons and that additional drama on top of everything else the team's was going through. So when I'm seeing all of these trade rumors, man, I'm seeing stuff like Kyrie Irving to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. I'm already seeing teams interested in reaching out to the Brooklyn Nets about Ben Simmons. The latest one I saw this morning was the Atlanta Hawks. I see the team, and I see Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and Ben Simmons. And that is a fantastic trio. But we gotta see it first, man. We gotta see it first. So for today's video, we are going to be heading over to NBA 2K22. We are going to be rebuilding the Brooklyn Nets. We're not going to be trading away the superstar players. We are going to build up the foundation of good quality specialists and role players around this great big three that we are going to hopefully get a chance to see. I think this offseason needs to not focus so much on the big picture, but fixing the small things in between, man. And that's what we are going to be doing. So drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get rebuilding. So we are in the 2022-2023 NBA offseason. And yeah, guys, Kevin Durant and Kyrie, Ben Simmons, all untouchable for this video. Now, what I don't know is how exactly I want to handle the positioning, because they got KD listed as small forward. Obviously, can play some power forward. Ben Simmons listed at power forward, but he can obviously play some point guard. Kyrie can play point guard or shooting guard. I think it's going to depend on what players we are actually able to bring in, because, I'm nervous having Ben Simmons at power forward, but not having, a center that can stretch it out to some extent, because then that paint is going to be clogged up, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, beyond that, Seth Curry, I'd like to keep him around. He was really good, once he was traded to the team. Andre Drummond, I'm with the contracts right, and probably as a backup center, I'm being 100% honest. Really like Bruce Brown. Joe Harris, I think, is definitely tradable in the circumstance, because we don't have, a ton of big-time assets to trade away with some of, the expiring contracts. Nicholas Claxton's fine. Cam Thomas I like a lot, but he still might be a few seasons away from being a good, efficient player in the NBA. But then Edwards is listed as a two-way player. I actually liked him quite a bit on the team, man. I just feel like he's a good, solid specialist. Can, 6'7", got pretty good length. He's not going to three-point shot, so we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, as far as the staff signing goes, I heard they're still bringing back Steve Nash. I don't know why he's not listed on here for whatever reason, but I'd like to bring him back. But I guess if I can't, then I guess we're going to go out here, man, to get ourselves Steve Nash 2.0, Michael Stafford, because I don't know why Nash is fired in this case. That's just not true, 2K. But okay, so there we go. Michael Stafford is our coach of the team. That's fine. And yeah, as far as the NBA draft goes, I don't know what their draft situation is. Do they have draft picks? I guess we are going to find out. They do not have a first-round draft pick, so they essentially have, damn, man, these draft pick situations for the Nets just always coming back to bite them later on, essentially, right? So we're not going to worry about the draft too much, just because this team's not going to be built via the draft. It's just not how it's going to go down, so let's get out of that. Yo, this game is laggy as heck, man. Dang, it's on the Xbox and everything, too. So we get Trevor Keels. Yeah, we don't need him. Team player options. Okay, so at this point, Kyrie declined his option. Ooh, that puts the team in a bit of a difficult situation. Patty Mills accepted his, so at least we have some sort of veteran point guard if Kyrie decides not to resign. Now, if he decides not to resign, there's nothing I can do about that. That's his own personal choice. But, I am going with the stipulation that I do want to bring him back to the team, because that's kind of the focus point of this rebuild. But also, we cannot control his choices. So let's give him that contract. And that's a lot of money, man, but I think he's still worth it in the end of the day as long as he's playing basketball. So Kyrie back on the team. Blake Griffin going to be gone. And that's all good. Let's get out of this just to make sure we get Kyrie back on the team. We can focus on bringing back in everybody else. So Let's go ahead and check out our bird rights. Anybody here? Yeah, Bruce Brown wants about $9 million a season. I think he definitely deserves that. Like, I think he's a good hustle player, man. I really do like him. Claxton asked for about $8-9 million. I think that's fine, too. He's only 23. Got knocked down his free throws and everything. But, yeah, so get both those dudes back. And at that point, you know, financially not the greatest situation, but still we can get some things done up in here. So, yeah, Rocco actually re-signed with the Clippers. I would have liked to bring him on the team, but just, you know, not going to be possible in this case. And it's pretty dried up as far as the actual free agents go, so we're going to have to build a lot via the team. But, yo, Patrick Beverley, I would bring Patrick Beverley onto this team. I feel like that's the type of grit and grind. Yes, it's another big personality, but as long as it can mesh correctly, you know, we'll be set. So, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I think Drummond, what's he asking for? $11 million? Yeah, we can't afford Drummond to bring him back. Just plain and simple. And Claxton, hopefully he can be pretty solid for a backup player on this team. And we still also have Patty Mills, so we're good there. Small forward position. We're probably going to trade away Joe Harris for something. Myers, Leonard, Ursan, Ilias, Soap. Don't really want to bring anybody like that. I would bring Serge Ibaka on. I can't promise he's going to get the PT that he's looking for, but once again, a nice solid veteran that I, you know, would trust playing next to Ben Simmons, at least in the front court, if given the circumstance. So, okay, that's all good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season, and we are going to try to fill out the rest of this roster with some trades. Okay, so this is what the team is looking like so far, and honestly, it's not too bad. I don't know if I love Serge Ibaka as our starting center, but at least it kind of works next to Ben Simmons, like I was just saying. But I don't think he's the full-time solution right there. So let's go ahead and hit up some trades here, man. And yeah, there's a few players that I actually think I really, really want to go for. I think the number one dude is somebody that's been connected to a lot of teams. And I still think it makes a lot of sense that we can find a way to get him over here. And that's going to be Miles Turner. $18 million contract, though. Might be a little bit difficult to match that to some extent. I think that's going to require us. Yeah, I mean, Joe Harris. You know, if we can do Joe Harris and also maybe like some future seconds, I think that would be nice. You know, not giving up any first round draft picks. And I mean, yeah, I guess in the Pacers standpoint, it's like they are going like full on rebuild. I guess that's the only reason I can see it happening. But let's see if they do something like this and they're not liking that. Okay, what if I also toss in, maybe I got like some sort of like young asset up in here. What about like Duran Sharp? Gives them something there. I think we'll probably have to take on somebody back to make it work. But yeah, we'll take back, I don't know, give me Terry Taylor. Y'all like that? Probably not. All right, so that's not looking great. Okay, let's see if the trade finder can at least help us with that one. And if not, we are going to explore some other options. But yeah, okay, here we go, man. Miles Turner, where are you at? Miles Turner, so they want Steph Curry, Nicholas Claxton. Here they want Ben Simmons straight up for him. We're not going to do that one. Nope, not really willing to give up both of these players. Well, you also get O'Shea Brissett out of it, though. That's actually a little intriguing. And we still got, like, Joe Harris on the squad. Okay, we're trying to win right now. I think this makes us better right now. There's one other trade that I do want to look at first. Actually, two trades, I guess. The Magic. I was thinking, yo, where's he at? He's still on the team. Oh, yo, what happened to Mo Bamba? Because that's who I was kind of thinking about. So Mo Bamba looks like got more problems elsewhere. Not going to be on our team. And PJ Washington, who I always love. I feel like he'd be great next to Ben Simmons. And this, they want Cam Thomas and Patty Mills. Ooh, Nicholas Claxton straight up. Here they want Kessler Edwards, who I actually want to keep in Patty Mills, and Dave Duke and Patty Mills. Let's do this one right here because we did sign Patrick Beverley, so that should be completely fine. I like this trade a lot right here, man. So yes, I definitely love how he's going to fit in with the team. Beyond that, okay, so we still got Curry, we got Beverley right there. I still want to find something for Joe Harris. That's going to allow, you know, guys like Kessler Edwards and Cam Thomas to maybe have a big role with the team. So expensive contract, only a 75 overall. Let's toss in the future first round pick and see if we can get some teams to bite. But, oh, yo, Brook Lopez? I mean, you know, former net. Think he still fits in. 1 year contract, so at least we get out of the 2-year deal of Joe Harris. I like that quite a bit. Here we got, Clint Capella and Dennis Schroeder. So, you know, the Hawks would be doing this to get out of Clint Capella's contract. We get a good backup point guard in Schroeder. Like I said, I don't love Clint Capella next to Ben Simmons, but, you know, we can still make it work, I think. That's a really good trade. That's like a tough one to pass up on. Here we got Christian Wood that, you know, would definitely would work nicely on the team also. I think I'm doing this one, man. I think I'm going to bring Clint Capella into the team, especially knowing that the Hawks want to invest more into Okongwu. Let's do this one. I like that. So now we gotta get this lineup looking extra crispy here, man. So I think to do that, this is how I want to operate this team based off the lineups that we're going to be having. Clint Capella, I do want to start. I do not want to put him in the front court straight up with Ben Simmons because of, you know, spacing issues. So Kyrie goes to shooting guard, secondary point guard. We are going to put Ben Simmons at primary point guard, secondary power forward. We'll go with that. KD, small forward, power forward. That still works. No. We want to do... Man, how do I want to rock this out here, man? Let's go Bruce Brown, small forward, power forward. Let's go... Yo, we still have... Yeah, where's he at, man? We still got PJ Washington, too. He can definitely be our starting power forward. And that kind of takes away the spacing concerns. Okay, so let's see what it's looking like. So that's going to leave us with a lineup. Ben Simmons, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, PJ Washington, Clint Capella. Yes, sir. This is exactly what I want. And then bench unit, Seth Curry, Patrick Beverly. Okay, Schroeder makes it a little interesting. You know, it's like, we don't absolutely need him on the squad now. Let's see if we can get a team to bite on Schroeder. We'll assume it was just like a 3-team trade. Let's go with that. So yeah, Schroeder. Let's toss to Nicholas Claxton. Maybe we can find a pretty solid backup right there. You know, more of a veteran, I should say. And once again, I do like Brook Lopez a lot. And just, I don't know, I just feel like that would be kind of nice to, like, experience, all things considered. I think that's probably the move here, man. You know, a little fan favorite. All-time leading scorer in Nets history, by the way. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that's a really good... Well, we are giving up a first-round pick in this case here, too. Because I was going to say, that's not really a fair trade, but giving up the pick actually makes it a bit more fair. Okay, let's do that one. I like Brook Lopez. Let's bring Christian Wood on the expiring deal. There we go. And yes, I love this team. This team is perfect. I am going to go with 10-man rotation. I do like Edwards. I do want him to get some minutes out there as our backup power forward. Ben Simmons is getting about 33 a game. Kyrie playing about the same, man. You know, I want our big three playing a lot. The rest of the guys, I'm like, you know, it's whatever. Kevin Durant, same song and dance right there. Yeah, we can kind of have... Yeah, we can have all these dudes playing roughly the same amount of minutes. Here we go. And that's going to be a good little rotation right there, man. I think this team is built pretty damn perfectly as far as what they need. Because you get that... I mean, this could be one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. The only defensive liability somewhat in the starting five is Kyrie Irving. Everybody else is actually like a lockdown defender. You got the amazing scoring, spacing on the bench. This is it. This is going to win us a championship, man. Let's go ahead, simulate this NBA season, and see how this new look Brooklyn Nets team can do. Okay, guys, so as the simulation was going, there has been a ton of W's on the board. I think I might have built a dominant team here. The only team that we kind of struggled to beat was the Milwaukee Bucks. Seems like we kept on taking L's against them. But this might be a 70-win team here, man. Like, there's a lot of W's on the board. So 73-8, which obviously it's NBA 2K. No, I don't think this team's going to be a 73-win team. But what I do know is that it does pay respect towards they got some dominant-ass players on it, and it is what it is. So simulate through date and finish with a W against the Memphis Grizzlies. We got Luka MVP, Jabari Smith as Rookie of the Year, Christian Wood as 6th man. I really like that signing, averaging 17 and 8, and that was only in about 24 minutes per game. So that is amazing, amazing efficiency. We got All-NBA first. Where we at, man? All-NBA second and All-NBA third. Any Nets making it? Okay, we got KD. That's it. Okay, well, you know, I mean, we're definitely a team out there, man. We got Ben Simmons, all defensive first team, and yeah, I really think this team defensively was absolutely amazing here. But yes, first seed, obviously, in the Eastern Conference, and probably the entire NBA. Let's go to the player stats on the season. So we got Kevin Durant, 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. We got Kyrie at 23, 4, and 7. Christian Wood at 17 and 8. Ben Simmons at 13, 7, and 9. We know bringing that elite defense, making the all defensive first team. Seth Curry was great. Clint Capella with the double-double, bringing some amazing defense. PJ Washington played exactly how I wanted him to play. Like, 0 complaints whatsoever. Let's go and simulate the play-in tournament. So, first round, Philadelphia 76ers. I ain't afraid of nobody at this point. Simulate first round. Swept them 4 games to 0, man. We might just go 16-0 and win out with this one. Oh, yo, 35 for PJ Washington, baby. Let's get it. Dropping 134 points. Actually, real quick here, I do want to see our overall team stats because I'm just curious how we were defensively. So offensively speaking, We averaged the most points per game, and then points allowed, which isn't the best indicator, but it's still pretty solid. We were essentially the best offensive team and the best defensive team in a 21-point differential, which means we averaged 21-point blowouts, I believe is how that works. Next up, Cleveland Cavaliers. Simulate round. Got him 4 games to 0. Yes, sir, 43 for Darius Garland. Look at that balance. How do we win that game? Just everybody getting buckets from different directions, man. The efficiency off the charts. Next up, Boston Celtics. We meet again. Simulate round.